Hi everybody, Elizabeth here at Petals and Parchment. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Where does the time go? We are in the 9th week of the Reflective Rolodex challenge. I can't believe it. We are just cruising through this. So before we get started, let's go ahead and light our candles and just set a nice, peaceful, and fun intention for this crafting session. Okay, so before we get started in the art portion of our weekly practice, I'd like to take a few moments to just encourage you to take a few deep breaths and let go of any extra tension you may have. I think this is a really good opportunity to get happy and relax and let go of those things that might be stressing us out or worrying us so that we can focus on a little me time. Okay, so if you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes if you feel comfortable and take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let all those worries fall away. Take another big deep breath in through your nose. Relax your shoulders and exhale through your mouth. Do you feel any tension in your body? Do a quick scan. See where you might be clenching your fists or clenching your teeth, and try to relax. Let all your worries go for the week. Take one more big breath in. Exhale and let all of your worries go. Get ready to have a nice, fun, relaxing, positive experience cultivating your art practice and gratitude in your life. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and let's get started. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put the journaling prompts in the Google Drive folders, and I have another one for the YouTube watchers too, so you can go ahead and grab that and play along with us. I also this time did something a little bit different. I included some mindfulness practice cards for you to make. So these are just some ways that you can include mindfulness in your self-care practice each week. So for instance, this is called a daily gratitude pause. At the beginning or the end of your day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be simple, like a kind conversation, a warm drink, or a quiet moment. So this really ties into not only being mindful, but also cultivating gratitude, which is a really big reason for me wanting to undertake this challenge this year. So be sure to grab your cards and then just keep them in your journal or on your desk and try to do 1 or 2 a day when you have a few moments, and see if it doesn't help you center yourself in the present moment. And hopefully you find that helpful and nice to have. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And this month, the first week is on personal growth and self-discovery. Go ahead and look over these and see if any of them resonate with you. Is there any of these that you want to work on and cultivate in your own life? For me, I've already looked these over, and I'm actually going with the very first one, which is embracing change. It asks, what is one change you've been resisting, and how can you shift your mindset to welcome it? For me, I have been resisting making some healthy changes in my life. I work from home, and that has not done any favors for my figure, let me tell you. I have been resisting eating healthy, making healthy food choices, and also implementing exercise and self-care into my routine. I was really having to struggle to think how I could shift my mindset to welcome these changes that I need to implement into my life. It's obviously something that needs to happen, because I do want to have a long life if possible, and be there for my family, especially see my daughter grow up. And I'd also like to enjoy life. So some ways that I think I could shift my mindset to welcome the idea of exercising and eating healthily is perhaps view it as an act of self-care instead of a chore that I dread. So just kind of reframing that in my mind, that I'm actually caring for myself, which is true, and that's also very important, right? I can also start small. I have a long way to go, and so that gets overwhelming, and then that leads for me to inaction. So maybe by implementing smaller changes, I can avoid the overwhelm that comes with thinking about the big picture. That also ties into mindfulness and being here now, focusing on just the next meal and not worrying about anything beyond that. I can work up to a walk for 15 minutes 3 times a week. I think that's a good place to start. Another thing that could possibly shift my mindset into welcoming some more physical activity and healthy eating would be non-food related rewards for reaching milestones. So although they could be tied to me eating healthily, the reward itself is not food related. And then maybe creating a routine would help it feel less daunting. I know when I was in my 20s, I worked 3 jobs, and so the only way that I could go to the gym to work out was to get up super early in the morning and go before I went to work, because when I got home at the end of the day, I was dead tired working doubles all the time. So kind of creating a routine and having all these things built in might be helpful in implementing them, because routines make things feel less overwhelming. I could also maybe do like meal prep on Sunday nights so that I'm ready for the week and I at least have 2 or 3 days covered. So those are the types of things that I'm thinking about right now. But what about you? What's some personal growth and self-discovery that you want to focus on? Perhaps you want to look at your strengths, or maybe you want to let something go. Is there a change that you've been resisting? If so, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And if nothing else, wish me good luck in my journey, because want to do the best to look after myself so that I can be there for the ones that I love when they need me. So, all right, that's what I'm thinking about this week. So let's get started on the art portion. Okay, so I've been really enjoying these mixed media cards that I have, so I'm just going to continue with that. I'm having so much fun using the mixed media paper and the Rolodex template that I provided in the kit, so feel free to join me with that. I'm going to give these gouaches another try. I've got a roll of washi tape that I don't really care about, and it's like super thin washi tape, so I'm just going to tear off some strips to cover the card here to give me some definitive lines of where I want to paint. And if you don't have washi tape, you can use masking tape, that's fine. And just cut it into strips if you want, using a ruler and like a craft knife. If you don't have gouache, you can use watercolor. If you don't have watercolor or gouache. You can use markers if you'd like and just color each section, or colored pencils. Really just use whatever you have to hand. I just felt like painting this back layer here and using up some of this washi tape that I don't particularly care for. Okay, so I've got some water here, and I'm just going to get a couple different green colors going and just work from dark to light. The tape is super helpful to stop the color a little bit. I'm probably going to make a mess anyways, but that's okay. It looks like I'm taking way too much paint too, so let's see. I'm probably gonna put this one here and then add a little bit of yellow to the first color so that I get a slightly lighter shade. But darker than this third one here. And that was a little bit more yellow, so I'm just going to go back in with the darker color and darken it up a little bit more and go back over it. There we go. I'm just looking for slightly different shades here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the second color. Oops, I'm getting green in my yellow. Don't do that. Make sure you wash your brush off thoroughly. Gonna get that green out, hopefully. We had snow here in Utah and it was so freezing, and then all of a sudden it got super nice and it's starting to feel like spring, which is very surprising and most welcome. Honestly, we didn't have a super brutal winter this year, but any winter is too long for me personally. I don't like snow. I don't like extreme heat either. I wouldn't mind if it was 65, 70 degrees all year round. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go a little bit more yellow and green here. So since it's March, that makes me think of St. Patrick's Day, and St. Patrick's Day makes me think of green, and so I just really wanted to welcome spring in here, and so that's kind of why I've chosen this color palette. You could do any color that you'd like. The March kit is pretty green though. It is really fun to get your paints out. It's hard to stop when you have such a small canvas. You want to keep going. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and dry this card and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. So I've dried it hopefully pretty well, and I'm just going to remove the washi tape here. Okay, this is what I have so far, and I'm super pleased with that. It's actually really relaxing to paint like that, and I think I'm going to be doing that some more in my future. Really enjoyed that. Okay, so I've got a few pieces here from the kit, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I did want to focus on transformation because I need to make a big transformation in my life. So I'm kind of thinking something like this. Not sure yet, but I do have a lot of these clear stickers, so I wanted to see if any of them looked nice on this background here before I stuck down the butterfly and the sentiment. I'm really working on doing more layers, more layering, so that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'm really liking this blue flower. Maybe I should change the layout here. Oh, I think we have a winner. There we go. I really like that. So I'm not sure if you know this trick. These, I think they're called PET stickers, or anyways, these clear stickers are notoriously difficult to get the backs off of. So something that is really helpful is to just get a piece of tape and pull the layers apart like so. And then be really careful removing it because they can tear. It's actually better to stick it on the back, I forgot. But there we go, got it off. Usually you'll be sitting there for forever trying to get that sucker off of there, so the tape is a good little trick. And I'm just gonna cut the remainder off here of the bottom. Okay, so that's what I have so far. And I think before I stick anything else down, I'm going to splatter some white paint. I'm gonna try really hard not to waste paint, so I just put the teeny tiniest amount on here. Hopefully it works. And I'm just going to use my spray bottle of water to sort of loosen that up a little bit. And then drag my paintbrush through the water and then just tap some splatters like that. Then I'm going to dry this card real quick. I just got this new little heat gun, which is super nice, but the cord is unbelievably short. So the people who make those heat guns, you need the cords to be a little longer, please. I'm going to stick down my transformation sentiment, but before I do that, I'm going to just ink around the edge a little bit to hopefully make it stand out a little bit more. And this is Distress Oxide and peeled paint. I love to have textiles in my work, so I'm going to add some fabric elements here. Cheesecloth on everything, am I right? And then some of this, isn't this fun? I don't know what this is, but I love it. Is it eyelash yarn? I'm not sure, but it's green. Okay, so let's see. Cheesecloth, the stringy stuff, the butterfly, and the Transformation, sentiment, what do we think? I like it. All right, I'm gonna stick that down. Maybe I'll put the transformation down first. Let's see. Yeah. I think I'm starting to get the hang of these layers. Okay, there's the card so far. And then on the back, oh, that's pretty. I'm going to put fresh energy, because I need some fresh energy if I'm going to step forward into some self-care that needs to happen. Oh, and step forward. That's perfect. Step forward into fresh energy, or step forward with a fresh energy, so that I can make things happen. So those are my little reminders there. Okay, I think that's it for my card. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and take some time for you and make sure to focus on what's important in your life and your priorities, and change what can be changed and let go of the rest. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!